Surprise, motherfucker! What's up? This is your friendly neighborhood Venger Satanis. How's it going? Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about Chalt and how to Chalt up your adventure. Let's say you've got a game in an hour, or maybe tomorrow, and you want to come up with something new and fresh. Because maybe you're like me and you don't like running the same exact thing over and over and over again. You want something different, something special. So, probably just do that because then I don't have to, hold it. I have a holder, but whatever. It's somewhere else. So this is from the last video, what the Corthalis metasigil looked like, fully colored in. Anyway, I have this, which I drew up. And this is, so I took a basic scenario, which is the PCs have to rescue a princess from the clutches of an evil sorcerer. So, pretty basic, pretty cut and dried. And then I put it through the Chult filter. First, I'm going to deal with the macro, and then we'll get into the optional micro. Okay, the macro. So you got Eldritch, Gonzo, Science Fantasy, Post-Apocalypse. Okay, so I want to come up with one thing to add or to embellish the scenario for each one of those four categories. Okay, Eldritch. So the princess is cursed, and I came up with all of this in like 5 minutes. Took me 5 minutes to come up with everything, and another like 5 to 10 minutes to shade in with coloring some of the things. Okay, Eldritch. The princess is cursed with second sight because she was born as the demon star Algal was ascending. So since puberty, she's had visions. So she's about 20 years old now. Gonzo, number 2. The sorcerer is half banana, and the majority of his minions are banana men. I don't think I have to explain why that's Gonzo. It just is. Banana Men. That's Chult. Okay. Science Fantasy, number 3. The sorcerer has made a recently crashed starship his base of operations. So instead of the traditional wizard's tower, or that he's at the end of some sort of dungeon, he's layering in a recently crashed starship. So that's the science fantasy part. Okay, post-apocalypse. The sorcerer is using the captured princess to locate an AI, artificial intelligence, buried somewhere in the desert wasteland of Sikba. So yeah, that literally took me this part 2 or 3 minutes to come up with. And if you add an Eldritch, a Gonzo, a science fantasy, and a post-apocalyptic element to whatever basic vanilla adventure that you've come up with, just a 1 or 2 line synopsis, you will not only improve that scenario, but you will make it more Chult. More Chult! Okay, so those are the macros. These are the micros. I got 3 of them. One is in kind of 2 parts because I recognize this in myself, and so I also recognize this in other gamers. Sometimes you want your campaign setting, your adventure, your whatever, to be more comedic, and then sometimes you want it the opposite way, more grimdark, sword and sorcery kind of, serious, less comedic, obviously. So you got the comedic grimdark, that's one, and then pop culture, and then sleazy. Okay, so the comedic / grimdark. The princess's father, I chose grimdark, by the way. The princess's father is dead. It's actually the uncle who wants her rescued and is presumably paying the PCs. He wants them to take her out into the desert once she's been rescued from the sorcerer and just, kill her or leave her there for the sandworms, something like that. He wants her out of the picture. So that's pretty dark. You could have gone a different way. I chose this way. Pop culture. It is rumored that two droids survived the starship crash. After the ship went down, the two droids, Goldie and U2, walked to a nearby settlement in search of new owners and perhaps new adventures. So obviously you know what that's referencing, I would hope. And then finally, sleazy. The princess only receives visions when she's having an orgasm. Maybe not up to the Adam Kobil level of sleaze and awesomeness, but we can only do so much and reach so high. Let's not hurt ourselves. Okay. That's pretty much it. I just chaltified that whole basic, vanilla, I would say boring scenario by putting it through the chalt filter. So that's something obviously you can do. If you haven't already gotten chalt and the sequel, Chalt Fuchsia Malaise, and the third book in the trilogy, Chalt Chartreuse Shadows, I urge you to get that. I have the first 2 hardcovers right now sitting in boxes in my basement, ready for you to purchase and for them to go out in the mail. The third one I should have this summer. I'm hoping end of June, early July. And when that's available, I will make a huge announcement about that. But for right now, I'm selling the first 2 hardcovers. And if you don't have the PDF, it comes with a PDF. If you've already gotten the PDF and you feel like, well, now I don't know if I want to buy the hardcover because it comes with a PDF and I already have the PDF. So maybe it's, feel like you're not getting the most out of your money. If you tell me what PDF you want that you don't already have of mine, instead, I will send you that. Just email me. I'll make it right. I'll hook you up. So the first 2 hardcover books with PDFs, $111. Just get in contact with me. You can contact me at venger.satanis@yahoo.com or, just get a hold of me through my blog, Venger's Old School Gaming blog, or where else? Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. I think that's it for this video. So please like, share, subscribe. When I get up to 1,000 subscribers, it's probably going to be a while before I get that. Apparently I'm an acquired taste because, everything is growing very slowly. But you know what? It's the, what's the saying? It's the relentless turtle that gets at the end first rather than the brash, cocky rabbit. See? I know the saying. Okay, that's it. Hope you enjoy this. Chaltify your own stuff. And, but yeah, it couldn't hurt to buy Chalt too. I have all kinds of little tips and tricks and techniques buried throughout the Chalt books that will also help you out. So if you have Chalt and you've run everything from it and you're looking for a way to create more Chalt content for your campaign, then I will teach you how. With this and other stuff coming down the pike and the things in the books, you're set for life, Hoss. I got you. All right.